Shalom, shalom, first and foremost. On how you praise, on how you honor and glory, due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekha, Kodash. Give honors to the elders, sing honors to the apostles, preaching, teaching us this word of truth. And with sincerity, as always. Been stumbling across a lot of articles, a lot of videos. A lot of things are happening. You can't even keep up. And then Esau's doing things behind the scenes while he's bigger thing, while he brings bigger things coming up. But in this lesson, I'm gonna focus more again. I wanna double back on the economy. Made a video going in, and my last video was going into that. So I want to give some updates on it. So start with scripture here. I'll start with Isaiah 47. And 3. Your nakedness will be exposed, and your shame uncovered. I will take vengeance. I will spare it no one. When you go up to verse 1, go down, sit in the dust, virgin daughter, Babylon. That's America. Sit on the ground without a throne, queen, city of the Babylonians. No more will you be called tender or delicate. Yeah, America used to be tender and delicate. When you go into, I'll finish it here. Take millstones and grind flour. Take off your veil, lift up your skirts, bare your legs, and wade through the streams. Your nakedness will be exposed and your shame uncovered. When you go into, this is going into a princess. It's describing Babylon, the nation, as a princess that used to sit on the throne, and what they call a so-called queen. It's really, queen goes back to queer, a homosexual that used to dress as a woman. While you had the band called Queen, and that guy was a faggot. That's because he knew where that word really came from. No more will you be called tender and delicate. Yeah, we think of a princess that's under her man, next to her man, it's married to the man, the king. Now it's describing her as doing slave work, millstones, grinding flour, taking the mill, stripping off her veil, lifting up her skirts, and then naked. Well, that's what they would do too when they would capture the princess, the queen. They would throw her in the parade, make her walk down the streets, march down the street naked. When they conquered a nation. That's what the Babylonians did, and that's what more infamously known for that is the Romans, the Edomites. So I looked up yesterday as well, just to give you an idea how much the Google said you need in a year to make. I put this here. What does the average American make in a year? The average American in a year makes, the median annual salary for full-time workers is $63,180. While the average mean salary is often cited higher at approximately $79,176. Now I put this, how much does one American adult need to make a year to live comfortably for that year. They said in 2026, a single American adult needs annual pre-tax income of approximately $106,745 to live comfortably. At the national level, this comfortable benchmark is defined by the 50-30-20 budget rule. I'm not sure what that means, which allocates 50% of income to necessities, house and food, utilities, 30% to discretionary spending, and 20% to savings or debt repayment. Then I put what percentage of Americans make $100K a year. And they said approximately 18% of individual American adults earn $100,000 or more per year. And that's less than most Americans right there. Now, when you go into the baby boomers, I put in how much did the baby boomers earn in a year. And it says typically ranged from 55,000 to 72,000. When adjusted to 2025 to 2026 dollars. Then I put in, can 72,000 yearly salary in 1960 as around the baby boomers era right there value a house back then easier than in today's economy. And they put earning a 72,000 yearly salary in 1960 would have allowed you to buy a house significantly easier than in today's economy. In 1960, 72,000 was an elite income, nearly 13 times the median family income of 5,600. In 1960, a 72,000 salary could have purchased approximately 6 medium-priced homes in cash in a single year. So I also put, just so in case you don't know, the baby boomers generation was between 1946 to 1964. And then I put also Googled how much did one house cost in 1960 in America, and I said the median home price in the United States was $11,900. So yeah, they still earn basically the same amount as much you Americans today, the average American today said earns. $63,000. Some is 79,000. So that's just a little bit more than what the average baby boomer made, was about 68,000. So that's really that's really what hasn't increased. Your money, the value of your money hasn't increased because price of goods have increased. Now what you used to buy for $1 costs you $10, $20, and then as they say, every 10 years the price of something doubles. You look at a bag of chips in 2006, it might have been $1 or 70 cents, 79 cents. That's how much the bag of Hot Cheetos used to cost you, and then in 2016 it costed $1.29, something like that, and now in today it would cost you $2.59, something like that. So every 10 years the price of something doubles. That was an example I just gave you right there. So really the value of the dollar has been decreasing because the price of goods has been, the price of something has increased. Now you need more dollar bills to buy you this car or this many groceries. Because when you go into it as well, in the 2000s, $172 was 100 in groceries. Today it would take $179 to get you $100 worth of groceries today. So in the early 2000s, $100 was essentially $172. Today, it's to get 100, it really takes you $179, probably more now, to get you that money worth of groceries. And in 1980, $100 back then was worth $359. Yeah, basically, essentially. In the early 2000s, $100 was like 172. Today, or even more, probably be like $200 to get you $100 worth of something. I even want to say more than that. So, yeah, man, these elites don't care. They definitely are. Yeah, your so-called founding fathers that care about you so much. They don't care because once again, you need to be weighing your money. I got Proverbs 11:1. A false balancing is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Deuteronomy 25:15. You shall have a full and just weights. You shall have a full and just measure, that your days may be prolonged in the land which the Yahweh your God, your power gives you. Leviticus 19:36. You shall have just balances, just weights, a just ephah, and a just hin. I am the Yahweh your power who brought you out from the land of Egypt. Proverbs 16:11. A just balance and scales belong to the Lord. All the weights of the bag are his concern. Proverbs 20:10. The different weights and different measures, both of them are abominable to the Lord. And this is James 5 and 1. Now listen, you rich people, weep and wail because of the misery that is coming on you. Your wealth has rotted, and moths have eaten your clothes. Your gold and silver are corroded. Their corrosion will testify against you and eat your flesh like fire. You have hoarded wealth in the last days. Look, the wages you failed to pay the workers who mow your fields are crying out against you. Going back into that account yesterday, I saw the brother post about this Edomite who burned the whole warehouse down. Or who knows, he was a Jake who burned this whole warehouse down, and then another one who did a similar thing, I think, or wanted to kill or shot Sam Altman's house. Yeah, man, right there, the workers. That's what this is going into. This money ain't real money, and the workers are pissed off. The workers who mow your fields are crying out against you. The cries of the harvesters have reached the ears of the Lord Almighty. You have lived on earth in luxury. In self-indulgence, you have fastened yourselves in the day of slaughter. You have condemned and murdered the innocent one who was not opposing you. So there you have it. Zebaniah 1 and 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even the speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.